Welcome to the Ultimate Self-Realization Free e-course, world's leading self-realization system guiding thousands to the supreme perfection. Thought for the day, July 16, 2021. Defeating the Rascal broader definition of no illicit sex. Sex is for procreation, it is not for recreation. There is a big understanding going around ISKCON nowadays that recreational sex is okay as long as you don't use contraception and don't abort any babies that come. Foolish commentators call this the broader definition of no illicit sex. They say that because Srila Prabhupada usually simply says that illicit sex is sex outside of marriage, therefore all sex within marriage is okay. This is like saying that since Srila Prabhupada usually says no meat eating without mentioning fish and eggs, that the broader definition of no meat eating allows eating fish and eggs. Just as Srila Prabhupada told us that no meat eating includes not eating fish and eggs, he also told us that illicit sex must also be avoided even within marriage. In this regard, he told us in lecture on 4 December 1975 in Vrindavan. Quote, the Shastra gives you permission for sex life only for begetting nice children, not for enjoyment. That is illicit sex. If you make love, piss, 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 and have sex life, that is illicit sex. Unquote. He writes as follows in his purport to Srimad Bhagavatam, 5th Canto, Chapter 14, Text 9, quote, in Bhagavad Gita 7.11, it is said, Dharmo viruddho bhuteshu kamosmi bharata rishabha. Sex is allowed only for the begetting of children, not for enjoyment. One can indulge in sex to beget a good child for the benefit of the family, society, and world. Otherwise, sex is against the rules and regulations of religious life. Unquote. So, what is the system for proper sex life within marriage? Srila Prabhupada described this in a lecture given in Mumbai on 5 April 1971. Quote, so there is regulation of sex life. Therefore, Krishna says Dharma Aviruddha. Sex life is sanctioned under certain conditions, that is, humanity. Not like even the cats and dogs' lives, there is some limitation. They have got a period of sex life. Similarly, for a Grahastha, there is a period for sex life. After menstrual period, 5 days after menstrual period, one may have sex life for begetting children. And if the woman or wife is pregnant, then there is no more sex life till the child is born and 6 months old. These are regulations. And besides that, when there is sex life, there is a ceremony. It is not a secret thing. They could call, especially for the Brahmanas, they would call friends. Just like Hindu marriage takes place not by agreement but amongst the in the presence of Agni and friends and relatives and Brahmanas, that is sufficient witness. Similarly, when a Brahmana goes to have sex intercourse for begetting child, there is a big ceremony. All the relatives, all the learned Brahmanas are present, and with that permission, he goes for sex life. Unquote. For ISKCON devotees, Srila Prabhupada gave a simple system that after menstrual cycle, the husband and wife should both chant at least 50 rounds of Hare Krishna Japamala and then try for having a child. Any deviation from this is illicit sex and will wreak havoc on the spiritual lives of those who do not follow it. Any children born of this will not be of good caliber. Because they were conceived in lust, they will not be inclined to be devotees. Devotee couples who follow Srila Prabhupada's standard will be blessed with wonderful children. Sankarshan Das Adhikari. Answers according to the Vedic wisdom. Report. Cows escaped from slaughterhouse. Dear devotees at Austin, Texas, Mandir, please accept my humble obeisances unto your lotus feet. Your daily spiritual messages are very much looked forward to. I keep them all. They are all gems of great value. Fruit from desire trees. I have an article about some cows that escaped LA slaughterhouse recently. Please check it out. Very sad. I am so glad that there are devotees that I can communicate with like yourselves. In Kali Yuga, I am very fortunate. All glories to the lotus feet of Srila Prabhupada. Here is the link of the story. Quote. Link in YouTube description. Unquote. Keith Muri. Reply. Close the slaughterhouses. My dear Keith, please accept my blessings. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you for sharing this heart-shattering news. Lord Krishna, please bless us that we can close all of the slaughterhouses as soon as possible. These cows are our mothers because they give us their breast milk. How can we be such demons to kill them? I hope this meets you in the best of health. Your ever well-wisher Sankarshan Das Adhikari. Thank you for watching. You can enroll in this free e-course at www.joincourse.com.